ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about the absolute meltdown, coping, and seething that is known as Alyssa Mercante, talking about the Kotaku Australia shutdown. So we just covered the topic about Kotaku Australia. Now it's time to talk about the reaction. And the reaction is a lot funnier than the actual shutdown, which is crazy because honestly, I think the shutdown's pretty fucking hilarious. Kotaku senior editor Alyssa Mercante lashed out in anger in a number of tweets after Kotaku Australia was shut down. And you know what? This smart ass face here, right? This face right here, that is just somebody who is trying to convince you they're so happy. This is someone who's trying to convince you they're so successful, right? That they got everything they want. All is well in the world. Yeah, apparently all is not well, ladies and gentlemen, because this person is hanging on for dear life to not only relevancy, but honestly, just employment at this point. It's only a matter of time before we see the link in bio, if you catch my drift, ladies and gentlemen. As reported by the Sydney Morning Herald, Pedestrian Group is slashing at least 40 jobs. It's ending its licensing deals, including Kotaku, in the coming months. Let's talk about the actual fucking meltdown. It's just a recap. Here we go. Mercante reacted to the news in a couple of threads posted to X. First, she wrote, sending solidarity. Oh, here's the best part. Wait. This is great. This is great. So this psychopath, right, wants to virtue signal, wants to use the lost jobs of her coworkers, not her direct coworkers, but, her company coworkers. She wants to use the lost jobs of her coworkers to virtue signal with, and then in the same breath wants to push activism, which is the exact fucking reason why those people lost their jobs in the first place. It's the exact reason why Kotaku has lost over 40 million fucking hits in a month. It's the exact reason why Geo Media is not making anywhere near the money that they possibly could be making. I'm going to show it to you. Sending solidarity and love to the amazing writers at Kotaku Australia and all the other sites affected. You are all stars and deserve better. Capitalism is cruel. Capitalism is cruel. Your work remains always. Capitalism is, you just had to throw in the capitalism is cruel. You couldn't help yourself. You really can't help yourself. I think it's impossible. I think it's a drug for you. You couldn't help yourself. No, you know what it is? Capitalism was absolutely, positively, 100% fair in this certain scenario. Okay? As much as you want to hate on capitalism, capitalism was 100% fair. Take some fucking responsibility for what you have done. Capitalism has shown its beautiful face here. You offered a product to the market. The market told you, we don't want it. You did not want to change said product to match the market, and so you went out of business. That's a beauty of capitalism. That's exactly how that works, right? Instead of wanting to change the product, you wanted to tell people that they should change to like your product. Isn't that ridiculous? Like I just can't believe it. Like I can and I can't at the same time. Like there's no way you're this retarded. I refuse to believe you're this stupid. You literally just sat there and blamed everything other than yourselves. And this is how I know that Kotaku of America is going to join Kotaku of Australia very soon. It's going to happen. It's absolutely going to happen. Because you're trying to blame capitalism. Capitalism is cruel. So what? You want a situation where you could just make whatever the fuck you want and people have to take it? Or, oh, no, I'm sorry. Better yet, what are you, like a socialist? So you want to be able to do what you want and not have to worry about having to fund it. You just want to do whatever, right? Which is exactly what you've been doing for how long now? Which is exactly why Geo Media is out of money. Is that what you want? Because I think that's what you want. Obviously, you're not for capitalism. You're probably for socialism. So, or what is it? Communism? You just want everybody to have nothing and just like, how could you even fucking blame capitalism is beyond me. But of course, again, she couldn't help herself. because she's an activist at the end of the day. She's not a journalist. She's not a gamer. She's an activist. She's using Kotaku to push said activism. And it's all going to end the same exact way. And then they try to say, you are all-stars and deserve better. What do you mean? What do you mean deserved better? What do they deserve? They were selling a product. Nobody wanted it. Shocking, I know. It's so shocking to think that nobody wants to see politics in gaming. I know. It's like people go to a website like Kotaku. Maybe they actually want to see gaming stuff. Maybe they don't want to be reading a political website masquerading as gamers. If I look up, listen, if I look up a game guide, I look up a game guide, and in that game guide, you're telling me about how people who are playing the game that I'm looking up are misogynists or phobes or chuds or whatever. Why the fuck would I ever want to go back to your website? Why would I want to go to your website where it's obvious that I'm not going to get a game guide? I'm going to get politics infused in the game guide. I got to go through 3 or 4 paragraphs of you complaining about misogyny before I can finally get to the game guide. I'm out. I'm out, which is exactly why your product did not succeed. It is what it is. Your product did not succeed. And capitalism was absolutely fair in this regard. She continued, the internet and the rats infesting it are even crueler, but a reminder, cheering for good people losing their jobs while men get rich off their labor is morally bankrupt. Here we go. More activism. Bro, this creature, I was going to call her a woman, but she's not a woman. This creature is incapable of controlling herself. She cannot not act like do activism. It's impossible. The internet and the rats infesting it are even crueler. How are we even crueler? It's amazing how you just name called people who could have been your customer base. This is why you are retarded. This is why you're not good at business. Are you stupid? You must be at this point. Like, I didn't want to believe it, but you must be. And then, again, cheering for good people losing their jobs. There's nothing good about people who actively want to tell everybody else that they are either morally bankrupt, morally bad people, chuds, phobes, I don't know, pick whatever, homophobe, transphobe, pick one, racist, misogynist, with zero evidence to back it up. Zero. The only evidence you have to back it up is your own mindset. So there's nothing good about people like that. And I do not feel bad when people like that lose their job doing exactly what they, what was the quote again? Love to do. So, okay, you were doing what you love to do. Congratulations. You loved it. You loved what you were doing. The activism, you got to do it. This is great. Fantastic. Congratulations. Enjoy the unemployment line. You grifted for as long as you could, but eventually it dries up. Yes, that eventually happens. When you don't give people what they want, eventually it dries up.